Hello, 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 hello. So, today I'm going to be continuing working on the Forest Guardian because this piece has a name now. And I started another stream where I didn't specify what the name of the piece was, but I was thinking about it and that seems to fit with the character. So, gonna get started, and I'm also going to give you guys some updates because some stuff has happened. So, I am now living at college on campus, which is a lot of fun. So, my streaming schedule is going to be adjusted for that. But hopefully I'll be able to stream more often now. And looking at my schedule, it's probably going to be like Thursdays and Fridays when I have the most open time to do that. Yeah. This is my first time streaming on campus, so I'll see how the quality comes through and all of that on this Wi-Fi. Although, honestly, this Wi-Fi might be better than the one in my home. I have, they put Wi-Fi booster things in all of the rooms. Alright, so I'm gonna get started here. Oh, yeah. I also edited and posted 2 speed paints this week. Well, that failed. Yeah. So, if you want to check those out, those are up. Is there anything else on this layer that I have started working on for some reason? Yes. Yes, there is. Okay. That's fun. I have to manage my layers better here at some point. But yeah, I have a few hours here where I could be online. I like to keep my streams down to like 2 hours, so I should be keeping with that for this stream. Okay. That did not do what I was expecting it to do. Also kind of getting back in the groove here. Got all my homework done early, and one of my classes was canceled, so I had some hours to spend, so I figured I should start streaming again. Yes, I should start screaming again. That's what I'm going to do. Actually, quite the opposite. Also working on a writing project that I don't think I have said this before, to you guys, but my plan with that is to do like I did with the poetry reading video that I put up, where I'm just gonna basically create my own audiobook off of that story. With just reading it aloud to you guys. Because everyone seemed to like it when I did that before, so. That will probably take a while because I have to get the story actually written. And I've gotten started on that, but I'm not sure how long it's gonna take. Should be fun, though. Should be fun. Also, once again, I don't know if I've mentioned this previously, but I'm going to be kind of doing less doll customizing stuff because most of the equipment I use is not allowed on campus. So, that's something. Which is a little bit unfortunate, but I can still do sculpting stuff, I can still do art stuff. If I get my lighting right for once in my life, I can do some sketches. With just the same camera setup I was using for the dolls, so just the camera being above my workspace. But just with a sketchbook there. That might be fun. Yes. I apologize for not streaming, but as I've said before, other things in my life take precedence, and I had quite a few other things going on in my life at that point. Alright. So there's base color there. And then probably talk to you guys about what I'm actually doing here. This character sort of has limbs that kind of taper out into, like, ribbons that are, like, what's the word? Prehensile. So, hands and tail are both prehensile ribbons at the ends. Because I thought that would be fun. But I want it to look kind of like a silk, almost. So I'm going to want these brushes to get kind of that dyed look in. Or even like this. So that one doesn't do much at this scale, at least. Yeah, because that does some interesting stuff. I undid things too far. That's fine, I'll just put it back. Whoopsie doops. So yes. Pursuing a degree in environmental science. Because I really love biology and environmental stuff and statistics, so I want to do environmental research someday. That sounds like fun. I do love me some statistics, which is very nerdy, I am aware, but it's true. Stats class is so fun, though. Okay, and then I want to just grab this, so I'm not putting anything down elsewhere. Also, for my next speed paint, which is actually going to be this piece, I've edited in the first stream so far, but I plan on doing a voiceover for that one. So that might be fun. So I did my new icon speed paint as one of them, the speed paints that I did. So I just took that stream, edited it down, sped it up, uploaded that, and then the other one was a commission that I got that I put up, which is always fun. Yeah, like this. I'm using some wet blending stuff here because it seems like it'll work. I'm going to use that brush, but I'm going to turn the opacity down a little bit. Get kind of this little effect going. I do like this brush, it's a good one. And then I almost want to take some like really dark brown, turn down the opacity. Just kind of splotch that on to get it kind of dirty looking, almost. Especially down by the tip. And then I'm going to take this, expand it, turn down its opacity. It's just blending everything out a little bit. You can kind of flow together better. Except I'm an idiot and everything I just did was on the same layer as the base stuff, which is not good, so I'm gonna redo that. Whoops. I keep forgetting to change layers. I need to start doing that, because otherwise I have to redo all of my hard work. Yeah. You guys can let me know if the quality isn't coming through, because it should be, but as I said, I've never streamed on this Wi-Fi before, so I don't know. I just don't know. Just want to put in a little bit of a, like, more saturated color there. Just to kind of bring that through. Lighter but less saturated over there. Yes, but I have missed streaming, so I'm gonna try to do that more, because I like doing this. I like being creative, and I really like sharing my creativity with others. Might as well, right? If I'm already doing it. I'm gonna lighten this. There we go, that looks pretty good. And now I take this Q-tip blender, just kind of blend that out a little bit. Then I want to maybe even below that layer. Hang on, let me grab my base color again because I think I lost it. There we go. Oop. And then I do want to do some like patterning on it. So side note, since this is like a original species, I guess, I still haven't decided whether or not the patterns on the ribbon pieces are like dyed by hand by the individual, or do they grow like that? Unclear. Not gonna use the line tools or anything because I wanted to make this really organic looking. Like it was either grown or drawn on, depending on what I decide to go for. I'm just kind of experimenting because when I thought of the character, I didn't actually really think about what the patterns are. And I know that it varies from individual to individual of the species. And so does the color of the foliage and all that. I thought that might be fun. So there's like one who grows purple grasses and all of that, because that is a real thing. I just tried to drink some water and I spilled it all over myself. We're off to a wonderful start. Hang on, let me... There we go. Oof. I have made a mess. Sometimes people ask me, what do I make on my streams? And the answer is, a mess. I almost want to do, inside of that one, like a sort of... like that, almost. And grab an eraser. Yeah, that looks good, I think. Either that or none of what I've just done looks good. Sort of mixing organic patterns and these more geometric things. And then I want to fill this in. That goes underneath all of the grime and the color variation and all of that. I don't want that to be quite that thick. Keeping a sort of diamond motif. I think it's neat. There we go, that's looking pretty good. Don't mind me just bumping into my microphone constantly. I'm a professional, I promise. And then I should do... deselect that. Move down here. I think this is looking pretty good so far. Oops. Where are you? There you are. Wrong layer again. Woo. So I want the layer underneath this one, so not in that group, here, there we go. Managing my layers, I'm on layer 26. Which is kind of impressive that I haven't used more than 26 layers so far on this. It kind of blends into the arm. Which sort of goes from being three-dimensional to being two-dimensional. Yep. And I want to grab you. There we go. Now I have all of that. Now I upsize you, fill all that in. Now we have that nice and blended. I'm going to do the same thing that I did on the other piece here. So this brush, except I almost want to make this part darker here so that that stands out better as being an edge, but maybe not that starkly. And add a little bit of that extra colorful, switch back over to this, move into that sort of white. Almost going for like, maybe like a white, maybe like a mint green fabric at like most colorful, I guess. And then just having it be stained by like dirt and grass fluids and all of that. Like the way pants do when you do mowing. That was the least eloquent way to describe that, but I think you get the point. to grab dark brown. Sort of put you through like that. Not that much. I'm going to turn that opacity down a bunch. And then maybe lighten up the color a little. So it's definitely there. But not quite as extreme, you know? Yeah, that looks pretty good. I might almost want to go here again. Grab this layer, go here. Kind of muck that up a little bit more than I did before. Just to kind of make it blend in with the layer below. Oh, except I did that on the wrong layer. Oopsie doops. What can you do? That's definitely upper edge, but it's still kind of messy. Drop through to here. Grab you. Beep, beep, beep. I think that looks pretty good. So then I just continue the pattern sort of where there would be on the underside here. So jump up to this layer. Now I'm realizing I made a layer error earlier and it might carry through, but that's okay. That is fine with me. Oop. So now I should grab the actual color of these patterns. Which is like that. Oop. And I did these in pencil. You get a kind of a scratchier look almost. That's a word. There we go. That's better. I got the color a little wrong there. And I might... Actually, if I'm gonna do it like that, I should take it down to this layer so that I can do that. And now that should show up the way I want it to. Except I made another small mistake. There we go. Clean that up. Yay! Just want to do the same kind of pattern that I did at the tip there. So this one I won't fill in, I'll just have it be that. Oh, that's looking great. Except I have to go back here. Where is that layer? That layer is here. Come back. There we go. Okay, did that. Did that a little wrong there. That's fine. Once again, I did that a little. There we go. I'm gonna get deep for a second here. Bear with me, but I think an important attitude to have towards making mistakes, which I found really helps me a lot, is that I'm gonna laugh about this someday. Might as well start now. So it's just, you kind of take a step back and you realize, yeah, that was stupid and kind of funny, what I just did there. Same thing with, to be able to enjoy a wide variety of media, I just approach everything with the idea that this is somebody's favorite and I want to know why. That probably there's somebody who really loves this and, you know, might as well try to figure it out. Why is this your thing? Except I think I'm on the wrong layer again. That was a noise I just made. Don't think I've ever made that noise before, but it was a fun one. Give me 1 second. All right, now there we go. I got a text. I thought it might have been important. It was important because it was a friend of mine, but it wasn't like dangerous kind of important. As in, it's the kind of important where it's like, I'm glad I read that, but like also there would have been no consequences to me not. Fun important. I like it when things are fun important. It's like the best kind of importance. It's kind of what I'm here for. I'm just gonna have fun. Everything else is kind of secondary to that, especially when it comes to like me streaming and all of that. Just, this is fun. This makes me happy. I'm gonna keep doing it, and hopefully somebody else will think that too. Be able to enjoy my content and have a good time with it. Sorry, I know I say that kind of stuff a lot, but I have a lot of feelings about all of this. I really love working on these things, and that's good. That's a good thing to have. I'm just gonna kind of put in some brighter there, darker through here. Really highlights up here, pulling down a little bit, and then the way the light's hitting, I might want to add like a low light here. And then now I do the fun part. So I go down here and I grab my palette knife. I make it small. And now I do fur. Just really mess this up. Yeah, I'm a deeply sentimental person, if you haven't gotten that from any of the things that I've said in the past few minutes. I love everything. It's so wonderful. I like the world. Hence, I'm also, like, an optimist. Hey, it usually works out in my favor. Or has historically. I don't want to say that and then jinx it, I guess. Have it all go wrong. Floofy. You're so floofy. I like making floofy things. It's fun. Yep. It's again, drastically switching gears again because that's the way my brain works. I need to make a sign that I can put on my door. It says that there's a stream in progress. I've been meaning to do that for a while, I just haven't yet. Maybe in a fun meta way, that's something I can do on stream. I'm making a door sign that says that I'm streaming so that everyone knows. I also put in, I put a sticky note on my door for this one, and I put in, like, if you need anything, text me. Because I have my phone on vibrate, so if I get any important notifications, they'll go through. I'm just also going to be mostly distraction-free. Which is always preferable. Boop, boop. Should blend that out a little bit. There we go. That is looking pretty nice. So you can see this sort of grass fur on the arms goes into the sort of fabric bit. Okay. I will get back to work in a second, but I'm taking a stretch break. Big stretch. I'm drinking more water and not spilling it on myself. God. I've spilled more water on myself. Okay. I cannot function today. Oof. Also taken to marking down moments like that as timestamps in terms of how long I've been recording. Someday, I'm probably going to make like a bloopers video. And this way I know where they all are, so I don't have to go watch all of my streams. Also going to do that for like, maybe for some of the other stuff that I do consistently on my streams is like, here is the best of what I think is the best of me being philosophical. As marked by timestamps that I can then go back and find and put in a video. Okay. Should do the rest of it now. That's gonna be fun. Alright. Drop you. Grab this color. I know I said I was gonna stretch, but then I got distracted and I didn't, so I'm gonna stretch my hands real quick so I don't break them. Don't want to mess up my wrists. Muted for a second while I cracked all my knuckles, because that really does help, but I know people don't like the sound. Also, I found a new tag for my streams. The chilled tag for streams that have a chill atmosphere. Sorry. There we go. I didn't think I needed to crack my neck, and then it did that, so I guess I did. Alright. Proceeding. Boop. I need to go back up here and get this brush. So I can do that, and then fill that in. There we go. That's a good trick because the bucket leaves those little lines. But you do that, and then you go over it with the grabby tool, and it grabs it. Except there's something I forgot to do on the other one, so give me a second to go back there. Bear with me. If I can get this thing to work, okay. I have to do it manually. There we go. But I was gonna come over here, turn that back on. And then, okay, what's the most effective way to do this going to be? That's right, that layer has nothing to do with this. This one does, this one does, this one does. So now I can jump here, go down to here. Where are you, sir? There you are. Alright, found the layer. And then... That's not what I meant to do. Let me go erase that pretty much entirely from there so that I can pop all of you fully back into existence. Boop, boop, boop. Because now, what I can do is, I can go here, shrink you down, way down. I'm gonna kind of try to fray the edge a little bit of the thing. It's probably a more efficient way to do this, but I don't know it. It's fabric. It's not fray checked. And it's also dirty, so it's probably going to fray a little bit down at the ends. Just going to do that. I grab you. Whenever I get really quiet on my streams, it's because I'm doing something like a little difficult and I have to focus. zoom in here and kind of clean it up a little. This one is probably going to take me a while to finish because I'm just putting so much care into all of the details. Like, what, I was 2 hours in before this stream. This stream's probably going to be another 2 hours. And then I have to do, giving myself a generous estimate of how much I can get done over the next hour. I still will probably not get the background done. So that'll add more time. I kind of like that this is darkening the edge a little bit. You don't have to be super precise here because it's supposed to look a little messy. Just gonna take these out. There we go. Whoa, I just did something. Oh, I just discovered a new hotkey on my keyboard that works with this, works with Krita, which is what I'm using here. I can mirror it. And I know this piece of art is coming along nicely because it still looks good when mirrored. There we go. That's more like what I was after. All right. Also, currently I'm doing all of my speed paints at ×8 speed, because that seems to work okay. Why? Why did that do what it did? But ×8 speed seems to be working okay for my speed paints. It's getting everything kind of down the way I want it to be. Alright, there's that. I'm going to grab that. Where is it? Where did I put it? There it is. Grab this. Do the same thing I did over there. Tone down opacity. Putting in all this kind of color. So yes, I've learned a new technique. How to do this sort of dyed parchment fiber stuff. Which I think I've done like once before, but it was a long time ago and it didn't look this good. Although I admit this isn't perfect, but I think it looks okay. As of so far. Hopefully I won't ruin it today. But that's often the thing about art, is that this is going to sound philosophical, but it's not, I promise you, this is just the truth, is that you kind of have to ruin your art in order to make it better. Especially with painting, because you have to keep putting stuff on it, which means you have to keep putting stuff over the things you've already done, and then you're going to look at it and be like, what have I done? I worked so hard on this, and now it's just a mess. And it has to be a mess before it looks good. That's how art works. Things are often messy before they look nice. There we go. That's pretty good, that's pretty good, except I might want to go through it with some more greens almost, so disappear this layer, reach over here, grab this tool, copy this, go here. Oop. I like how I'm saying all of these things, but I guarantee you, you guys have no idea what I'm actually doing. Because it's not, I'm not doing it on the... That part doesn't copy down onto the actual stream, where I'm working with my tools, messing with them to the side. That doesn't go. That doesn't go through, which is fine. Okay, that looks better, except I might want to tone this a little bit to sort of a green, almost minty tone. Then I'll want to add a little bit of this to give it some more. I don't know if any of this is actually visible because I'm just doing such, like, very careful adding extra tone to the paint, all of that. To go with a green, clean up some of that. There, that looks pretty good. Pretty darn good. Okay. Grab this. So far, I don't want to jinx it, but so far, everything seems to be going through okay on the stream, which is nice. Thank you, good Wi-Fi. You're transmitting my stream so nicely. Okay, I'll go here, grab you. Get my eraser because I made a mistake. I made a whoopsie. I should never say that again. That was not nice. Okay. I said that and then I thought about it and I was like, oh. There we go. Except I did that too far. Okay. Boop. Just smoothing that out so it kind of curves into itself a little better. There we go. Except I disappeared that layer by accident. Alright, moving on. Moving right along. Going to go here, up to here. Grab you. And increase the size of that brush because that is less than a pixel. I want to do an outline, but not that much. Just kind of putting that through. Doesn't have to be great, it just has to be there. Oh, it's a fun mentality to have. I did that too much. I should smooth this down a little. There we go. Alright. Alright. Side note, I'm going to be repeating things like crazy today because I'm just in a very, like, stimmy sort of mood. As demonstrated. Sometimes you just have to make some popping noises, you know? Sometimes you just have to be loud. Ah! Well, that wasn't ideal. Which is fine. Which is fine. Is this gonna go through? You gonna work for me? No, you're not. You're going to be weird about it. Okay. I hate it when it does that, but carrying on. I'm still, yeah, I'm on the right layer. Good. I should start naming my layers so that I don't lose them. That's a thing I should do. Because otherwise I'm just gonna keep losing them. And that kind of sucks. Boop, boop. There we go. You have to be careful about your layerings. Otherwise you'll paint over all of the pretty stuff you've done. You also have to do everything in multiple brush strokes, because otherwise if you try to undo one of them, you'll undo everything. Like I just did, right there. And I'm also going to save this, because I don't want to lose it. Save. Now that progress is saved. Yay. Move that down a little bit. There you go. Why do I keep saying there you go? Am I referring to the artwork? Or am I referring to me? It makes a little bit more sense to say there we go, because then I'm just referring to both myself and the viewer. Yeah, I don't actually know why I say that or what it means. Which is a weird thing to realize. That, like, there's something you say, but you just... Why do I do that? Beep. I'm gonna up the size here so I can cover some ground. There we go. Boop. Boop, boop, boop. Alright. Move it up a layer so I can do the other thing. The other thing being this thing. That was... I just said a lot of words and none of them meant anything. That's always fun. Always a fun realization to have. Sometimes you just end up in your head and then you say stuff that makes sense in that context, but not in the context of anybody else who is in the, like, situation with you. And then everyone gets confused. It's a very, very neurodivergent thing to do. That's okay, because I tagged this with neurodivergence. That's the other one. The other one that I did here is that. The LGBTQ one, chill, all that. Okay, I need to stop doing that now. It's a fun noise, though. I like that noise. It's a good one. May the record state that that is a good noise to make. Okay. Now I can start doing the designs on this one, which I kind of want to match the designs on this one, so I'm going to just be going back and forth and checking it. Okay. But then I need to get color from over here, which is buried underneath this layer. So I can go here, and I can grab this, and then I can go here. Now we're in, y'all. Pretty much. Close. Also, I've consistently had one viewer this stream, and I don't know if it's the same person. They don't tell you that until, like, the end of the stream, where you get the little, like, readout of who was there. Well, not who, but how many people and how many unique people. So it's always kind of fun when you're in a stream and you've, like, I've had one viewer for a while, and I don't know who that is. It's just, oh yes, the viewer, singular. Don't mind me imitating a tea kettle. I have nowhere to be until like 6 when I have another class, but I should probably also eat too. That's a thing that should happen. Let me make sure I have the right brush size to match this one, although this one's going to be smaller because it's further away, so that doesn't really matter. And this fills in. I'm also going to turn the opacity down there so that it kind of blends in a little bit better. Actually, I might just do it like this and then turn the opacity down so that it shows through the everything else. I wonder if there's another way I could do that. Don't ask me what accent I just dropped into, because I don't know. It's like really bad British, maybe? It's only like one accent that I actually know how to do semi-well. Except I'm not going to tell you it because then you'll expect me to do it. It'll probably come out at another stream or something. I need to get the perspective right on this one. It's kind of... There, that's a little better. It's up to one of these, and then you have this, and this. And it sticks out, and then up, and then out, and then up. Correct? Correct. And then there's a piece that goes up from here into this little flower doodad. Little leaf bits coming out of these. Should put one on that side to kind of balance it. There you go. Once again, who is you? Problem with live streaming alone. You just talk to yourself. Also, I do want to do like an actual collab with somebody at some point. Oh, Mr. Bot. Hello. I don't know how long you've been there, but hello, Mr. Bot. Everybody give me 1 second while I ask them to leave. Bot buddy. There we go. Yeah, give me 1 second here. Will I remember how to do this? Goodbye. Wait, that didn't quite go through. Mr. Bot has been asked to leave. Goodbye, Mr. Bot. How do I have that one going? Got it, it goes down and then up and then into a dot. And up and into a little dot. That didn't quite go the way I wanted it to. Let me erase that a little bit. There we go. There we go. That's a little better. Yeah, and then it goes up. And from there, there's a little line that kind of wraps around. Oh, probably more like that. And then, hang on, let me try to remember how ribbons work. That'll work. Not quite, though. Not actually. There we go. So then that comes down into, has little leafy bits sticking off. And that comes down into another diamond boy. And this one has a little kite pattern. And then down by the wrist, we kind of have this situation again. There we go. That looks better. And now I do that. Not quite that dim. There. Because now it shows through, but it still kind of has that. Has that thing to it. Sir, where's your face? That's always a question you should ask. There we go. Alright. They're stretchy. There we go. It's now been over an hour. I think I'm gonna do... I'm trying to figure out how much more I should do before I end the stream, because I could do this for 2 hours. That is my, like, definitive cutoff that I've decided upon. But also I don't want to do that to my wrist, because I need to be able to do things that drawing for 2 hours straight sometimes prevents. Alright, now dupe. Yeah, I think I've done some good work here as of so far. And it seems to be working out in terms of the testing the Wi-Fi here for stream capabilities. There we go. Fray that down a little bit. I think I'm gonna end the stream probably like here. I will definitely keep working on this piece next stream, but I was hoping I could stream for a little longer, but my wrist is getting kind of sore, and that usually means I should stop drawing before I injure myself. So I'm going to boop, and then, come on, there we go. Boop. Yay! Thank you to everyone who stopped by this stream and to everyone who's watching the recording. I hope you have a good rest of your day or night, or whatever. I don't know. My social medias are up on the screen now, so if you want to follow me on any of those, go right ahead. I'm gonna take a break for a little bit and then get to eat dinner and go to class and stuff. And I will see y'all next time.